Happy Hump Day. Happy Hump Day. Wednesday's child lives. So, I just had an interesting conversation with the world outside, sitting on my porch that I will be putting on my YouTube channel at ValJonesDaO. Either the O or the Oracle. It's both. ValJones the Oracle. If you go to YouTube and put ValJonesDaO, it'll plug you right to me. And it'll be uploading shortly. But first I wanted to say Happy Hump Day. I am Wednesday's child, and I live and I do me. And they say a closed mouth doesn't get fed. So here is a mental one straight for your head. Tithe the trust. Tithe the truth. That would be me. Who actually would be a good speaker or a good representation for the youth? Now listen, I'm not perfect at what I do, but who is perfect before you? I would like to see, because I definitely don't see anybody perfect around me. But I've seen a lot of people who've used me up for free, and then they've stolen from me. And honestly, you should be paying me. What can I do? I can do a lot of things, and I can do them quite well. I can do commercials. I can write scripts. I can do voiceovers. Oh yeah, and I do therapy too. Now some would say, well, she needs a therapist, but you've already sent you've already sent your groomers to me. And I think they can tell that I am the truth. Literally. But that's what I was born to do. I was created by a legacy to be a legacy for some of you. Now, if I've taken my energy out of certain places, it's because you've shown me your false faces. You were wearing false faces all the time. I have said the word betrayal, and online I will have people try to gaslight me saying, well, no one betrayed you because you didn't even know these people. You're right, I didn't know them, and clearly they didn't know me. Yeah, Val Jones is on story time today. And this story is about me because it's about a Saturn return. And Saturn returns, like spirituality, are personal. And that's why I say trust the truth. Tithe the truth. Tithe. Tithe the truth. Tithe the firm. Because I'm firm, standing on solid ground. I'm sound. But are you? Look around. I see a lot of liars in town. I see a lot of manipulators. I see a lot of haters. I see a lot of fakers. I see a lot of people who say great, but they're never greater. I see a lot of people that I helped in reality. I know what you did to me. And what you do to others, see, I got it. That was a lesson for me. Saturn returns. You will learn. That's why I say tithe the trust. I am the trust firm for me. I do me. Hashtag ValJonesEdutainment. By the way, KRS-One was not the one, no matter what Wikipedia say. KRS-One was not the one who came up with the word edutainment. My husband and I were right downtown on Hay Street, Person Street, wherever it is, by the market house. And at some poetry function. And some people from Atlanta, as always are, because, me in Atlanta, we kind of go like that. I'm a Fort Benning girl. Georgia born, now I'm raised. I told you for days. You don't want to mess with Val Jones because Val Jones gets like her daddy. This July season 2. Ooh, there are a lot of Leos who That's all I'm going to say about you. That Leo arrogance gets the best of them, especially when they're on their low vibe and they find out every time, did you go on the wrong ride? Oh, my. Did a Gemini send you down the rabbit hole to hell? Well, as Maleficent says. Anyway, back to me, because this is a personal story. And that's what it needs to be, reminding you that it's not selfish when you need to save yourselves instead of trying to save everybody. People saying they're doing for the service. I serve the community. I serve the good. But honestly, I wish they would. Because I see a bunch of liars and a bunch of fakers and a bunch of haters who really try to do harm to the good. Look at what you do. You appear to be good in front of the camera, but behind closed doors, are you? See why I make people nervous? And I'm not trying to make people nervous. I just tell the truth. But they say my mouth is too brutally honest. But isn't honesty what we need? And that was the message for me. People can't handle the truth. Wow. Didn't someone say that in a movie? Movies be teaching you. By the way, TCM, hello. They know who I'm talking to, too. Wouldn't I make a great show? Tithe the truth. Tithe the trust. Fund the firm. I am ValJones Edutainment, where it's a 100% guarantee you will learn. One thing about it, I teach whether you want to learn or not. And I'm always hot on the spot. That's why I don't need any simps or stands. I just do what I do. I learned that from my pop. Have your own. Have your own. And let me say this. Getting a license or fake LLC or fake degree from whatever university it be doesn't make you a master or a PhD. There are a lot of liars. That's a hustle. That's a hustle. It's like religion. It's a hustle. And I know we said hustle, hustle, hustle harder. But you're not hustling smarter. So a hustle stays a hustle. You know what I mean? I see a lot of hustlers out there, but not the real thing. I'm not a hustler. I'm a business. I'm me. Hashtag ValJones Edutainment. Just being me. Tithe the truth. Tithe the trust. Tithe the firm. TITHE. 100% guarantee you will learn. You tithe your church, but what do you get in return? I've seen grandparents and old people just get lost in the wintertime from all the money that the church has burned. Grandma can't get a new house. Grandma can't even get air conditioning. Grandma needs anything, and you go to the church and they say, well, sorry, we can't do nothing for you, sister so-and-so or brother so-and-so. That's when it hurts. All that money that you tithe every Sunday, every Saturday, every Wednesday, every preacher's birthday, every preacher's wife's birthday, their daughter's, all of that. While they're driving big cars, living large in the hood. Look at any mega church that's in the hood. And tell me, does it look like they're doing good? For who? Before you can even join that church, they want to know what you make. Find the lie. Is that not true? Are you in those churches for fame or to get a name? And I know a lot of people now, well, quite a few people come up. My name is Val too. Is it though? Do you do what I do? There are a lot of people in politics, and there are a lot of people in businesses. But do these businesses really exist? And didn't I help you too? Is that where you want to go? Et tu, Brute? My daddy, Robert J.F. Jones, tried to lift up this community back in the day. And they crucified him too. So when I say the word betrayed, I know what betray is. Don't try to gaslight me. Because I can play psyop games on you. Didn't you know that Mensa in reality did say I was a genius? My mom wanted me to go up that ladder. My daddy and my aunt said, no. Let her grow up naturally. But who's growing up naturally today? And I see a lot of people who say they have farms and they're talking about natural foods. But are they okay? Because I see the sus in you. A lot of simps and stands trying to get views. But I'm just being me. Wednesday Shaw is alive today. And I'm going to put my experience on YouTube. But tithe the trust. Tithe the truth. Fund the firm. Hashtag ValJones Edutainment. I'm the real one for the youth. Because the youth needs to learn from real people. Not liars and fakers who don't inspire. They just aspire to be famous. They aspire to be great in the eyes of the world, which has become horribly fake. I didn't say the earth, I said the world as it be, the world of celebrities, the world of social media. You know what? I could be your social media marketing, but you're going to have to pay me. I've helped a lot of people in radio. I've helped a lot of people in entertainment. I've helped a lot of blues artists and local artists. I've helped everybody, but did they help me? I had to learn. I was giving too much of my energy. You don't get that back. That's a Saturn return. Saturn returns are personal. Saturn returns are personal, like your spirituality. It shows if you're really about what you say. For all the people that I've helped along the way, prove it. I don't want an apology. What does an apology do? Words are just words. Talk is just talk. Talk is cheap, boo. Let your actions do the talking. If I've ever helped you, then here's your chance to show it. instead of just being pure doo-doo for social media? Or did somebody buy you out too? They know exactly who I'm talking to. Look how she smiles. I'm 68 years old with chronic kidney disease and high blood pressure. But look, I'm looking good today, doing me. Because your health is your wealth. And that includes your mental health, your physical health, your spiritual health, and your financial health. Did I say help? Health and health, sometimes the same thing. But you got to figure out what works for you. Because that's when you know it's the real thing. If it's actually working for you. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't matter who you pray to. If it works, it works. If it doesn't matter who you pray to. If it works, it works. If it doesn't matter who you pray to or who you support. Is the person you're supporting really supporting you or supporting themselves? As most politicians do. We have more politicians, and yet we're still in the most horrible of stews. Just what exactly is our government trying to do? Are you mad at me? Why? Didn't I support many of you? And now you turned on me because I didn't follow your views. I'm not going to vote for a color. I'm not going to go red or go blue or go orange or go black. I look at your spirit to make sure your spirit doesn't lack. Because I see BSers in the Democrats and I see BSers in the Republicans too. In fact, I see BSers all over the government and quite a few in the military too. I would hope that you are my friend, but for those of you who want to pretend, didn't I help you too? See, yeah, ValJones on her game. I would make a good psyop, wouldn't I? Then say my name. Tithe the trust. Who do we trust? I trust in me. That's what I'm learning as I'm going through my spirituality and my Saturn return, because it's a personal lesson. So I teach how to build yourself personally, but you're going to have to take accountability because it comes with work. You don't get through this for free. And you don't get me for free. That was a problem for me. I gave too much energy like my daddy. I was an activist trying to help everybody. Just to find out that nobody in reality wanted to help me. They wanted to be famous, like the Brown brothers did when they had all that land and all that farm, but they wanted to be famous preachers. And what did they learn? They died. And tried to burn their own land for an insurance plan. There were ghosts on that land. Cottonwood, Alabama. If you know, you know. My husband and I used to go back in the day when we were in Atlanta, and we just kind of went there, like find our souls, find ourselves, to just rest, to just chill, to get away from all the chatter, all this TV and all the stuff that didn't matter. Just get back to the earth. That's why I love going out on Carver's Creek. It's no frills. I don't need the frills because it's the frills that's not real. Did you know that most of your main billionaires, your real ones were very frugal? The Rockefellers, as much as you think the money that they made, they were kind of frugal in their actions they displayed. And I remember just the other day I said something about the Rockefellers, but somebody from Smithfield Foods at that. Like I got a lot of Ken out there. So was one of them you, or was one of you one of the frenemies I used to help back in the day, and then you turned on me, so then I turned it around on you. See, I'm not here to fight or fuss. But I'm not going to have somebody from Smithfield Foods tell me what to do or who to trust. Didn't I help all of you and try to lift you up, as Rihanna said, but what did you do? You stabbed me in the back like my daddy, and boo, if I'm talking to you, that Saturn return is coming for you too. That's the beautiful thing about a Saturn return. And even in me, I'm having to pay the cost because I have to take accountability that I trusted in the wrong people. But that's the experience. That's what the earth is for. It's tangibility. It's foundations. It's what you learn. And more. More. Be more, think more. Remember when I said that a long time ago? Then a lot of people tried to play me out on that too. Wow. How friends can turn into foes. It's the jealousy for me. Woo. We cannot focus on that. Not today, not today. Because Wednesday Child has something to say. I'm alive. And I'm doing things my way. I am the brand for me. I don't need to be somebody's brand ambassador. I don't need somebody from Smithfield Foods giving me some mindless chatter. I don't need to see somebody who, you do the same pictures all the time. Everybody's throwing up the V sign. Which Virgil would that be? You all in a trend, and you all took the T and the fee. You know what I mean. I don't have to say a thing. But me, I'm at stage 4 chronic kidney disease, trying to like roll that back. And evidently, Val Jones knows something. Because when I get out on that track, whether it be out on Fort Bragg, or whether it be out at Carver's Creek, I'm doing those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 miles by myself. And I do have guardians watching me all the time. All the time. We are not going to let you down here. Don't worry. I'm not trying. I'm just being me. I'm a little extra. Hello, extra TV. You know, the industry protects the industry. I get that. But gods and goddesses protect their children too. That's a message for some of you. You say you're a child of God? You don't look like it, boo. What is a child of God to you? Which God would that be? I know a lot of drug lords think they're gods too, and they could be. Anyway, shout out, by the way, to FX CBD. That's as much as I do. That's as much as I do. I don't even drink anymore. In fact, I can't even stand to be around drunks, honestly. It's the smell for me. You smell like death. Addicts and alcoholics smell the same way to me. No offense, but you can't put any trust in any of them, honestly, because you're battling your own addiction. So why would I fund your business when I know who and what you are? You're still battling with yourself. You've got to heal your own scar. Money won't heal that, and neither will my work. I had to learn that for myself. Trying to help people like that will put you in the dirt. If you get it, you get it. If you know, you know. So anyway, I'm back to being me. Hashtag ValJonesDaO. Hashtag naturallydao. Hashtag ValJonesedutainment. I don't sell pee online. You know what I mean? You know, we're keeping it clean today because, hey, that's what mommy said to do. So I'm on my Sagittarius North Node thing. North Node is real. Saturn returns too. I don't care who you pray to. Saturn's coming after you. It's about tangibility. And it's about building that trust in you. That firm. Are you firm with what you do? Or do you just talk and talk and talk? I know a lot of people who talk about what they're going to do, what they're going to do, what they're going to do, what they're going to do. But give them a minute and you'll see if it's coming true. I know politicians do that every day. You want to talk about people on welfare, okay? And by the way, I haven't had coffee or CBD. This is just me being me. And I got food. You know, I got to make this short because I got an omelet that I made. I got a cheese, red pepper, green pepper, jalapeno pepper omelet that's waiting for me, and a cup of coffee too. So see, this is me naturally. This is what I do. Tithe, T-I-T-H-E, tithe the truth. Is that church working for you? Maybe I would be a better church for you. Is that therapist working for you? Did you know that therapists need therapy too? It's true. Many therapists are alcoholics or pill poppers. Do your research. But you wait therapy all over social media. And it kind of hurts me being in media too. See, I do understand what media can do. I am a media expert, boo. I really am. And I know some of you know that. And I know some of you knew what I did back in the day for you. Foxy 99, Beasley Broadcasting. Hello. Remember me? I'm sure you do. The first female on Foxy 99, the first diva of Foxy 99, the first lady of Foxy 99, the first female voice you heard on that station with Tony Light was me. 2 Pisces coming in. Like we were coming, like the, like Carol Burnett and the cleaning lady. I remember all of that. Do you remember me? Some of you do. But now all the activists that came afterwards, they say they do what I do. Et tu, Brute, even the ones around here who I've helped along the way, I had to learn the hard way. You can't help everybody's child. I feel sorry for social workers. because I see now that you know. You can give as much as you can, but if you put them back in the same setting, they'll never grow. You can't plant a diamond in a toilet bowl and expect it to shine. I had to learn that on my own time and on my own dime. So, getting back to me, tithe the trust, tithe the truth, tithe me. Cashapp me right now if you're serious about what you say. You serious about the truth? You serious about a better world? We'll see. Go ahead right now before you tithe that hoe down the street, or that addict with a lie, or that simp in that stand that's hustling for money and for YouTube views of social media views from some rapper that's going straight to jail on a RICO charge. And didn't I tell you to? Bitch, better have my money. Who am I talking to? What would Jay do? Where is Jay today? Which Jay would that be? I'm talking to all of them, honestly, but it's cancer season, so I'm on my John D. Rockefeller stuff. Please, Smithfield Foods, stay in your lane. You don't want to play with me when I'm on my game. Bob Jones Jr., I will never be the same, and I will never be played out by lost puppies and sheep or whatever you be. Yeah, family, I'm talking to you. Ain't it sweet? I see the jealousy in you. Joseph with the many coat of colors, and all these colors are coming through. Nah, I don't know any of you. When I saw that vision of my father and I knew it was my dad, let's call it God for you. For simpler terms for some of you. When I saw that vision in the clouds and it said, get out now, and it spoke in language that you all wouldn't understand, you've all said I was crazy. But am I? I'm not a simp or a stand. Truth needs to stand on nothing but itself. Cashapp me right now. ValJonesDaO. Show me your portal of wealth. Show me if you're interested in building yourself, because that's what I do. I'm a creative, a consultant, and I'm an expert in communications. I thought you knew. I've only been doing this for over 40 years, maybe all my life. I've been into music since I was a little child, right? I remember 8 tracks and putting together my parents' mixtapes. Military brats, come from the best family. At least on Bridger Street we did. We had the best parties up on Bridger Street. My parents knew how to party. My folks knew how to party. Seabrook Hills is not Hollywood Hills. I remember when Seabrook Hills was real. I remember some of these same people. Well, I won't talk about that now. But what happened? Somebody sold you out. Did you know that slaves actually owned slaves too? Black people owned slaves too. And there were free blacks, by the way. Everybody didn't come over on the slave ship. Some of us were already here. I thought you knew. I told you, Joseph and her many coat of colors, all of them are coming through today. Who wants to play in my game? Let's play. Mommy says so no. Be nice. Because it's daddy season. And when I'm in daddy season, I don't always play nice, but I play right. Val is in the light. Oh, yeah, I got food waiting. So let me get this done. They say, a closed mouth doesn't get fed. So here's where you learn. I do commercials. I write scripts. But you're going to pay me up front like the white boy, okay? Or the white girl. Because y'all don't want to pay a black person. Or the blackish person. Even black people will sell you out. That is so sad. But you be the first ones to say they're profiling us and she made us bad. You know what? If I was really as bad as they say I was, I would already been done killed all of them. Cause blood. They're not like me. You're not like me, and they're not like us. That's a song, though. That's the anthem for the summer. One of them. That's the anthem for the summer. Do I need to do Crip Walk and Blood Walk too? Anyway, go away. I'm not talking to you. Or maybe I am. Where's my money? But I have my money. If it's you I'm talking to, wow, my will is strong today, right? But what will am I talking to? I told y'all iRobot's going to be a thing, but you think these soldiers out there are going to be that AI? You never mind. I'm going too deep. And people are too shallow. They're so sleep. You want a joke on coffee. Everybody's puffing and jointing and drinking on social media. There are people clapping their butts and all that, and they get paid lots of money. YouTube sold you out. And why is all our music owned by Russia? What is that about? I'm just saying, one sold us to Russia, the other sold us to China. I say I'm voting for nobody. You know what? You can't make me. You're going to force me to pick a side when all of them lied. I say right now it's a Saturn return across the whole world. And we're all going to learn, or you're going to die. That's the funny thing about Saturn returns. You learn or you burn. That's just it. It is what it is. And guess what? Saturn chose me. I'm Saturn's kid. Woo! Is she Illuminati? What Illuminati would that be? There's good and bad in everything. But are you about making money in reality? Or are you just about making excuses and want to make an example out of me? Now, what happens when the seer really sees? Through the illusion, through the confusion, just what would that make me? A bona fide business? A billionaire investor? A real millionaire investor? Tithe into me. Venture capitalists, fund the fund. ValJonesDaO. I'm good. I'm real good. Cashapp me at ValJonesDaO. Or PayPal me at ValJonesedutainment. Wait a minute. It is ValJonesedutainment. But I am Val Jones. I think it's both. I think it's ValJonesedutainment, but I don't want to throw any confusion. So you can PayPal me at iamvaljones. I am Val Jones, just like my Gmail. I like the letter I, not the I, because now you're gonna have these bots and these scammers come out. You can. Why do y'all do that? Why do y'all do that? Flashlight. I know, like after all those sucking and bucking and trucking and trafficking, you rolled up on the wrong one. My. Weren't you dumb? You learned nothing from the Matrix and nothing from the Ten Commandments. You can't even follow 4 commandments. You can't even follow the 4 major agreements. But you're going to be the judge of how the 10... You know what? Don't miss me. Churches, please. I will tear you up easily. You don't want somebody like me to come and speak at your church. Because I hurt your pockets. Because it's your philosophy that hurts. You're not repping God. You're not repping spirituality. You're just a hustle for free. I would like to see a real preacher or a real teacher, because really preaching should be teaching, not hustling in reality. But what is Fayetteville? Why don't you ask Charles Waddell Chestnut? That's real history. They said he was writing fiction, the first African-American fiction writer. You notice how you never hear enough about him here in Fayetteville? Not even from his own kin. Did you take money to pretend? Because, see, you can't climb but so high here. Because the gatekeepers like to keep you down. A handful of people who don't want you around. But they want to make money off of you. You got a lot of clowns in Massey Hill. And around Terry Sanford, too. Probably have a lot of KKK. That hide in a variety of ways. Do I look like I'm scared of anybody today? I've had KKK and gangs and whatever it be. I've had all people from all degrees come after me. And here I sit laughing and smiling. And looking good and smelling good too. And I might not be rich as the Rockefellers, the real Rockefellers. But I'm working on it, boo. Trust. I'm working on me. Saturn returns said, do me. Daddy said, do me. What did I learn from my daddy? I am the firm. I am my own business. I don't need anybody to build my foundation, because that foundation starts within. Just like your spirituality, my friend. Do your preachers or your teachers or your tarot, your astrology workers tell you that, or do they all just pretend? And have you paid for nothing? And you still live in the same sin of ignorance? My. How far does the pride fall? Can we make the rainbow again? I said what I said. Can we make the rainbow again instead of a trend for ends? Can we make children again and let them have fun so they know what it means to feel good and feel youthful and loved? I know some of you never had that. But wow, do you have to treat everybody with a glove? Body bagging the world is going to get you where you need to be? You want to rule everything like Bill Gates? That's a Hitler philosophy. Narcissists never learn till they die that they die. That's a reality. That's a Saturn return. There's so many things I could say, but I think I've said enough. I got food, and I'm not about to let it burn. That's why Bobby said, pay attention to food. You got to get her at her happy spot. I cook, by the way, too. Oh, yeah, I do cook. I'm hot. I'm cooking today. That's all I had to say. I have a video rendering on YouTube where I had a little doggy come to play and everything and all of that. But this is what I do. So tithe the truth. Tithe the trust. Tithe me. Because I'm good. And I might be good for you. But I'm an exclusive. So honestly, I'm seeing who should I take on as a membership of who I work with. I will know by your actions. Because I'm that kid. Told you, I'm on my John D stuff. Real Rockefeller goals. It's cancer season. If you know, you know. Cashapp me at ValJonesDaO. 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 There's only one me. Nobody's representing me. No brothers, no sisters. No little sister. That's my big sister. That's my little sister. No, I don't know none of those people. I don't know none of those people. No, we're starting from scratch. Do you know what starting from scratch means? It means it's just me. If you don't see me hanging around anybody, even when you do see me hanging around somebody, remember, I don't really know these people. So whoever's speaking on me, like the ones who I used to hang around, that I helped you for free. Oh, I know what you did. And soon the world will too. Don't you think you should be tithing me for that lie that you took? Is that lie working for you? I know. I don't know why I do that. I just do. And I didn't even realize I tap the way I do when I'm going in. But, you know, I learned that from watching the Little Cray video. When did that begin? That the industry really decided, whoever the industry be, that they will come for somebody like me. I'm not Chris Kelly. Pause for dramatic effect. Pause. I didn't know I'd say that either a lot, but apparently so. See, I learned from you. I learned through the eyes of you who you thought I was. And I learned how you separated everything that I held good in me because you wanted me to depend on a lie. But then you know from the very beginning, I was getting it out of the blood. I'm not OVO either. I'm not trying to spar with anybody. In fact, anybody who would want to spar with me that way, I'd be careful if I were you. because you could pass away horribly. Now they're going to say I'm a witch. No, my gosh. You know what? Do you know how many Christians I know who be doing spells at moon? I don't know what that is that you all be doing at the moon. I don't know what that is. I don't, prayer, if prayer cloth, you know what? All these Christian stations have Sister Ann, Sister so-and-so, Sister whatever can save your soul and bring your nature back. If that's not, okay, do you? I'm not Miss Rudy. But I can't be Miss Rude. Military brats, if you know, you know. Anyway, that's all I had to say today. Wow, I got food. I gotta go. You know what I mean? Real food. And that too. They try to control us from our food, try to control us by our water. They try to control us through everything, and they taint us out, and they mess up your hormones. Now you got, you know, little girls wanting to be boys, little boys wanting to be girls, and they didn't get that way on their own. It's between the stuff that they put in the schools. And let me tell you, just putting the Bible in the school is not going to like help anything either, because who are the teachers? Because if you're growing up to the same lie, remember when I told you that, you know, Mary Magdalene wasn't a whore? And some people know that, right? But they don't tell you the truth, not even in Christianity, because that would affect their hustle. But didn't you think eventually, if there was such a thing as a revelation, that the real God and the real gods would come through? Remember, something in Genesis said, let us make man. Let us. Who's us to you? So please don't ever tell me again that I came from a man, if you don't include the woman. God and goddess. I had two parents, not one. The sum is the sum. It's the sum. It's the sum. Dun, 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 dun. ValJones CSI. I don't have to lie. I can't lie. Saturn return to kick my ass too, because Saturn returns are real. You'll find out sooner or later. Yes, you will. But right now, closed mouth doesn't get fed. So tithe me now. I'm good for everybody's top head. I am ValJonesDaO. Again, KRS-One did not bring out the word edutainment first. That's a lie. But I know industry takes care of industry. Okay, then you die with the lie. Y'all go ahead. I don't need to help any of you. I don't need any of you. I'm going to keep continuing to do what I do. But if you're serious, I'm talking to the few. I'm talking to the real. Now, everybody's chosen now, right? The chosen one, the chosen this, the chosen that. You know what? Y'all can keep the Cuddy Muddies, Mitty Muddies. You can keep the Calabasas crew. You can keep the Misfits. Santa is not take you off Misfit Island. None of you. No. No. That's what Daddy told me not to do. Oh, wow. Are you looking at my shirt? What does this shirt mean to you? There she goes again. So it's not the CBD and it's not the coffee. It's just her. It's just my mentality. I'm like this. And I've always been like this. I didn't just start getting like this. My chemistry teacher, Mrs. Barrett, I keep bringing her up, and she was my physics teacher too. If you were at Cape Fear High School, and I guess you know, some of you do, but y'all don't really support the real ones either, do you? Didn't Tim McLaren write a book, but yet he died? What type of support did he get from you? So don't tell me you know me or you love me. Nah. But I forgive all of you. Just don't expect me to know any of you when I reach that next level. That's how I was told. Daddy said, say no to all these devils. You are now the devil in my story. You made yourself that way. You had a chance to support me, and you still could, okay? But honestly, I will never trust any of you ever again. But I could teach your children, because I don't have to pretend. So as my battery's starting to wear out, I'm going to go and do what I do. And that was your Val Jones Ranger Manger show today. Did you learn anything new? Because that's what I do. Figure it out. Happy Hump Day. I'm on my game, my story. And that's what it's about. Santa returns.